Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today is a very exciting video because I am doing the top requested video I've had. As a dietitian, everybody wants to know what the best protein powder is. Well, today I am reviewing 4 of the top protein powders and giving you my 3 guidelines to buying protein powders. Hey party people, and welcome back. I am so glad you are here. If you are new here, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Nicole. I am a registered dietitian. I have my master's in sports nutrition. I'm board certified in nutrition. I've worked with elite athletes from football players going to the NFL, to swimmers, to baseball players, and more. I've also worked with patients in the hospital, including the ICU setting. I am now in the corporate wellness space, but no matter where I work, I get this question all the stinking time, and that is, what protein powder should I buy? Should I be having protein powder? A couple months back, before making this video, I actually DM'd so many protein powder companies because protein powders are expensive, and I was seeing if any kind of protein company could give me a sample of their protein powders. Most people, because I am legitimately a teeny tiny YouTuber, didn't even message me back. But there were 2 companies that actually gave me protein powders to sample, so I of course want to tell you that, and that is Legion Whey and Klean Protein. So thank you so much, Legion and Klean Protein, for giving me your protein powders to try out. I'm also going to be trying out the Pro Series Muscle Milk, which you can find in Target, and I'm going to try the Vital Performance Protein Powder. If you haven't already, press like on this video, subscribe to the channel so I can make more videos like this, and today is all about whey protein. So if you want a plant-based protein, soy-based, whatever, you put that comment down below so that I can make that video for you. All right, y'all, let's buckle up and let's learn about some protein powders. The first question I always get is, do I need a protein powder? And honestly, no. Most people can eat enough protein in their food that they don't necessarily need a protein powder. 3 groups that may benefit from having a protein powder are, 1, of course, athletes and people who are lifting a lot of weights and working out a lot, trying to build a muscle mass. 2 is people who are just always so stinking busy, running around, not having time to eat, minimal time to make food, and maybe it's easier to just make a protein shake to add to their day. And 3rd, any group that has any sort of illness or disease where they are losing weight or needing to keep on their muscle mass will benefit from having protein shakes and adding protein to their meals. Other than those 3 groups, really the average person and most people can get by without having protein powders. We really need to be mindful of which protein powders we are buying because sometimes the cons can really outweigh the pros. My number 1 guideline, and this is my non-negotiable, is that your protein powders should be third-party verified and third-party tested. A third-party verification will not tell you if the product will work. What it will tell you is if the product says it has 20 grams of protein in it, it has 20 grams of protein in it. Where there is an act called the Dietary Supplement Health Education Act that pretty much clears all supplements, vitamins, herbs, etc., including protein powders, to just go on any grocery store, supermarket shelf without being cleared by the FDA. Like, here's the thing, maybe they don't have like a dangerous ingredient in the protein powder, yet the companies could just be lying and saying, oh yeah, there's 25 grams of high quality protein, yet in actuality there's only 15 grams of low quality protein, but because it's not third party verified, no one's ever gonna know, no one ever will find out.
Please hang up and try again.
Last year, there was a company that was getting so many negative comments and so much negative press that this protein powder was causing blockages, GI distress, rashes, allergy reactions, and so much more, just because of a protein powder that wasn't third-party tested. There have even been studies that go to GNCs or protein shops that are testing these products, and they're finding that not only do they not have what the companies say they do have in their products, but they also have so many bad ingredients that can be harmful to the body. And you won't know that unless it's third-party tested, or you won't know that until so many people get hurt and complain to the FDA about a product. Like, these products are already so freaking expensive. Like, protein powders can be up to $50. And why would you want to spend $50 on something that's not actually what it says it is? The most respected verification in the supplement business is NSF. And NSF has a normal NSF, and they also have an NSF certified for sports. They're checking 280 more ingredients, making sure that they are not in the product. Especially if you are any sort of athlete, college level, high school, pro, make sure your products are NSF certified for sports verified, because you can get into a lot of trouble without even meaning to based on what protein powder you buy. Third-party testing can also have its faults, right? Like to be NSF verified, I think you need to spend like $3,000 to $5,000 per product per year that you are getting it checked. I also want to say that batches could technically vary batch to batch with protein powders. Like maybe one protein powder has 2 grams more protein than it says, or 2 grams less protein than it says. And it can vary throughout the year. Those tiny fluctuations will be nothing in comparison to other companies who are already lying or fibbing on their ingredient list. The first protein powder I'm gonna try is Legion, there it is. Legion Whey Protein. Asterisk about this one, it is the only one that is not NSF verified like all the other 3 I'm gonna try. And although that is the gold standard, this one is checked by LabDoor. Reports are actually on the website. So if you wanna see the last time that they checked their products and what they checked for and what the results were, you can actually go on their website and click on them, which is pretty darn cool. In 1 scoop, there's about 100 calories in here and 22 grams of protein. 1 scoop, it doesn't have any added fat in it or any fat at all, no fiber. It has 1 gram of carbohydrate, but no added sugar. It looks like from the ingredients that it's sweetened with stevia. And let's talk about money. 1 whole thing of Legion costs around $50. And there are 30 servings in it, which is gonna be about $1.66 per shake serving you do. For the sampler, we got a clear cut from Target that I bought specifically for this video because I wanted you to see what it looked like. And we're gonna use water because water is the most bland thing, and if this protein powder tastes good with water, it's gonna taste good with anything. Wow. Ooh, okay, so tasting, not gritty at all. Kind of tastes creamy. I taste the stevia, but it's not like super overpowering. It's like some products have like so much stevia, you're like, my Lord, what is this? I taste the vanilla, which I really like. This with some frozen banana and peanut butter would be bomb. And this tastes pretty darn good in water. Like it's creamy in water. Wow, I like this. I am giving this an 8 out of 10. Like if this is what it tastes like in water, it's only gonna taste better in a protein shake. So 8 out of 10, because I wanna give room for other people. Guideline number 2, and this is specific to animal-based protein powders, is making sure the number 1 ingredient is whey protein isolate. Something fun that you may not know is whey can be listed as 3 different things: whey powder, whey concentrate, and whey protein isolate. My favorite. Whey powder is actually only 11 to 15% protein. Whey concentrate is 25% to 89% protein, which is a huge range, and how would you know how much your whey concentrate has in it? But whey isolate is actually 90% or higher of protein, which is why it is so important that the first ingredient is whey protein isolate and not whey protein and not whey protein concentrate. And if you're thinking, but Nicole, what about whey versus casein? Well, there are times and place for whey, there's times and place for casein. And casein is a slow burner protein, so right after a workout or right before a workout, you really want whey protein isolate because that's a hot burner, meaning it's gonna come in hot, the amino acids are gonna go high in your bloodstream, your body is gonna use it as efficiently and effectively as possible and start building muscle a little bit sooner than casein. Casein is great for right before bed, and also it's not a do or die. You can use casein right after a workout. It's really not gonna be that much of a difference, but if we're splitting hairs, you're gonna want the whey protein isolate. Last thing I would say, when it comes to whey protein versus like, let's say, soy or pea-based proteins, time and time again, research does favor animal-based sources because it's more efficiently broken down and utilized than plant-based. But if you're not an elite athlete, both are gonna be fine for you. Me, as a person who's not an elite athlete who just wants to work out, I interchange whey protein and soy protein. I like both, my body likes both. But in this video, I do wanna share the science, and really science is all about splitting hairs and which one ekes out better, and that's gonna be the whey protein isolate. It's just gonna be more beneficial to break down and be used in building muscle right after a workout. Protein number 2 is the Muscle Milk Pro Series. Now this one is at Target. It is $20. It's our cost-effective one, and this one you can find at so many locations: Walmart, Target, etc. And Muscle Milk, if you didn't know, it actually is checked by NSF and is NSF verified. Pretty darn awesome. You're also going to notice a couple different things in the nutrition facts and ingredients than in Legion. This one cost me about $20. The nutrition facts say there's about 11 servings in each one if you want 50 grams of protein in each serving, and that will cost you about $1.88. But if you're only doing one scoop, which I would recommend for a lot of people is one scoop at a time, it's gonna cost you around 90 cents a serving. So it's cheaper and more expensive than Legion. There's about 320 calories with 50 grams of protein per serving. In muscle milk, there's 5 grams of fat, and there's carbohydrates in here as well. And why is that important? Well, after working out, athletes and people really do need to replenish their glycogen source, which is gonna be their carbohydrates. And in muscle milk, there's so many vitamins and minerals in here, including vitamins A, D, and E. And these vitamins actually are fat-soluble vitamins. So the fact that muscle milk put in some fat, these vitamins will be able to be absorbed and utilized a lot more efficiently because there's fat in this protein powder. It also means that this protein powder is probably gonna be a little bit creamier than the last one. So I'm excited to try this one as well. Cheers. Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, could this taste fine in a smoothie? I'm sure it could. I love that there's only 1 gram of added sugar. I love that it has some extra vitamins and minerals and some fats to help absorb those vitamins and minerals, but I'm not a fan of the taste. If I'm giving it a taste for my preference, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. It is so stinking sweet. If you like really sweet protein powders, this is it. It is creamier, so that's good, but it's a lot grittier than the Legion one was. But it tastes so gritty, it's a lot thicker, which is fine, but not my favorite. I'm giving it a 4 if I'm being 100% honest. My third and final guideline to buying protein powders is trying to minimize the amount of added sugar in your protein powders. When I'm making my own shakes or smoothies, I want to be in charge of how much added sugar I put in my smoothie or shake. Yet I do understand a lot of people, which I'm going to try today, just shake up the protein powder in water. So some manufacturers and companies will add some flavorings, ingredients to amp up the flavor so it's not just sand in your mouth, which doesn't sound good. So I do get it from the company's side point that they need to add some sugars or some flavoring and some ingredients to make the protein powder actually taste good if it's just mixed with water or just mixed with milk. So the tip for this is when you're looking on your nutrition label, go all the way down to carbohydrates, your C total sugars. Remember, natural sugars, I don't really mind. I'm looking one below that, which is your added sugar. And then you're gonna see grams. Now go to the right where it says the daily value. You want anything 5% or lower, that means it is low in a specific ingredient. So for protein powders, I want 5% or lower of added sugar. The next protein I am so freaking excited to try because I've been following this brand for a while. One of my best friends is also a dietitian for major college athletes, and she likes this brand, and I've been wanting to try it, but they're so darn expensive that I wasn't sure if it was worth it, if I was gonna like it, and they actually gave me a chocolate and a vanilla, so I'm gonna try the vanilla one for y'all, and let's talk about it. It is Clean Athlete, and it is made with whey protein isolate, so check. It's NSF certified, so check. And the added sugar, it is less than 1 gram of added sugar. I will say it is the more expensive one. It's about $52 for each pouch, and there are 20 servings in each pouch, which costs around $2.50 per serving. So it's the most expensive out of the 4, but let's see how it tastes. In the nutrition facts, you're gonna see there's 90 calories, 3 grams of carbohydrate, 1 gram is from fiber, and less than 1 gram is from the total sugars. There's 20 grams of protein, which is perfect for after a workout. So this is gonna be sweetened with stevia and with monk fruit. And sometimes monk fruit is a hit or miss for me, so I'm excited to see how this one tastes. That is not gritty at all. All the grit went away. It's super clean. It's like water with some sort of flavor in it. I taste the vanilla. I don't have the overly sweet like I had with the muscle milk. It's pretty flat in the sense like it's not super creamy or thick. It's thin. It blended with the water very well. I do taste the monk fruit, and like the monk fruit isn't my favorite, but it's never my favorite thing. So I think that's the only thing I would change. The vanilla flavoring of this is very good. Taste-wise, only, I'm gonna give it a 7.5. It's very close to the Legion, but that monk fruit, it just kind of throws me off every now and then. If I just put this and blend it with a frozen banana, delightful, maybe some peanut butter and cinnamon and soy milk, I think the entire monk fruit would go away. And just in water, it's totally fine. I could drink this. I would like it to be ice cold, maybe with some cinnamon in it, which is super fun. Overall, 8.5 because of its NSF and all the ingredients, the nutrition fact label of it all, everything about it. Love, love, love this product. I'm like really impressed. The last protein powder I'm gonna try is probably the most popular that I see on Instagram, and that is the Vital Performance Protein Powder. So here's the deal. It cost me $30. There are 21 servings in each container, and that costs about $1.40 per serving. In each serving, you have 130 calories. Weirdly, this doesn't tell me how much fat I have in my product, nor does it tell me how much fiber I have in my product. It does have 6 grams of carbohydrates in each serving, which also includes 5 grams of added sugar, which is 10% of my daily value. So it is a little higher in added sugar than I would necessarily want. And when it says protein, it says 25 grams of protein. Here's the kicker with the Vital Performance ones. Yes, it's 25 grams of protein in it. 18 grams are the milk protein isolate, which is the one that's gonna be readily available, digest quicker, be used efficiently and effectively, and 10 grams are collagen peptides. Right nowadays, it's like the new coconut oil. Everyone is talking about how great collagen can be, and research hasn't showed those benefits quite yet. So I'm not saying it doesn't cause it, but I'm also saying it might not be causing that, and that collagen talk is a whole other video. The one thing I will say about collagen is it isn't a complete amino acid. It's missing tryptophan, so your body isn't gonna use it as readily and effectively as it will with the 18 grams of milk protein isolate. There's also some sodium and potassium. What's weird is there's no fat written in the nutrition facts label, which is very odd to me because one of the ingredients is MCT oil, which is a medium chain triglyceride, and to sweeten it, they use stevia and monk fruit as well. It does smell very good. Ooh, I think that tastes the best. I'm gonna stop drinking this now. I am giving this a score just purely on taste alone. I'm giving it an 8. I think it tastes so stinging good. The texture is a little off. It's a little thick and gritty like the muscle milk was, but not as much. It's not as clean and thin as the Legion and Clean Athlete was, but the taste-wise, phenomenal. I don't really taste any stevia or monk fruit. It probably is because there is some added sugar in it. Overall, I'm gonna give this one a 7. I think it's a good quality protein, but it has a lot of fluff in it that I don't necessarily need in a protein powder. I came in as a hater, not thinking I was gonna like the Vital Performance because I thought it was more just marketing and pretty colors and pretty font. But y'all, this tastes pretty good. I love that it's NSF verified. No matter what collagen research is saying right now, the taste is good. The 18 grams of complete protein is good. I'm a fan. Now that we've tried all of them and you know my guidelines, let me tell you my favorite out of all 4 and my least favorite protein powder of these is the muscle milk. Yes, the muscle milk will be good in a pinch. It's the cheapest one if you need a protein powder and you want my favorite one, and I'm gonna be honest, it was very close, and I might not even know if it's my favorite one, and it might change tomorrow because all 3 were very, very good. Right now, current favorite one is Clean Athlete Vanilla, and that's because I love everything about it. Legion is my second favorite, and I think it's just because I don't know much about their third-party testing, as I know NSF is the gold standard, and that's why Clean is squeaking out in first place, with Legion being the second. All right, y'all, that is the video. I hope you liked it. If you learned something today or enjoyed it, please press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below what your favorite protein powder is. And if you want me to do a plant-based protein, let a girl know. Until next time, drink your water, eat your fruits and vegetables, and be kind to yourself and those around you. And I'll see y'all soon. Happy holidays.